permanently banned from Twitch.
I saw that.
I just saw that, yeah.
They're also saying that Stake unfollowed him. I haven't fact-checked these things, but just a quick peruse on the phone said that just now.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yikes.
That's ugly.
Yeah.
What does banned from Twitch mean? See, I'm not familiar with Twitch.
What's banned from Instagram?
You can't use it no more.
Same.
Usually
Can't
what
stream,
banned
can't do
means.
That's
nothing.
it. You're done.
You could ban me from using Twitch?
It's a platform.
Yeah, they take your account.
But the account that
No,
that
but
you,
he had, I think, some type of special
Yeah.
deal with them.
the account
And I've had a deal with Twitch, and it's in that contract where there's certain if any of this happened, it's like how we talk about the morals clause and a lot of stuff. All right, no, this is done.
Hey, yo, same thing with me.
Yeah.
They had special rules in my shit because I told them I'm gonna go on the edge. You know what I mean? But
What I will say about that act, he put on a masterclass in how to not handle something. He did eventually come around
yeah,
and say the right things and apologize, and I was wrong, and we got to be held accountable, and us streamers have a large audience, so we got to love the kids and be kind. He did all of that, but it was
After the fact.
It was after he said some other things, and part of the other things was, what y'all gonna do, cancel me? You can't.
can't cancel something that you didn't help build.
Which
you didn't build.
I guess might be true if you're talking about fans, but it's not true when you're talking about companies. You can ask the Fresh and Fit niggas when they got demonetized off of YouTube, and like it's a thing. So you
Shit, Ye said that. Adidas, what they gonna do? They can't get rid of me. And then they got rid of him.
But he ended up, you know.
I'm just saying,
mean,
companies.
yeah,
I
but
wouldn't
you
go
can
around
still-
challenging companies.
Right.
I wouldn't be double daring companies to cancel me.
People just be thinking like Joe just said, you know, when you speak of cancellation to the crowd, like y'all don't have the power to do nothing to me, not realizing that there are some people out there that still got some power.
And the companies react off the people.
Yeah.
Enough noise make them.
Enough of that noise. Y'all think that these companies are not reading tweets and checking the temperament on some of them contracts they got? You are wrong.
You know,
Let me be the one to tell you.
There's a bigger message here, you know, and I fuck with Axe, so I'm gonna be mindful.
That's the downside to having that kind of stan culture fan. The downside is they standing for whatever your action is. So if it's bad and they put enough noise on it, the people that you in bed with that wouldn't have seen it, they see it. Now, go ahead. What are you saying, Flip?
No, so the bigger message is that, you know, how, because they use the certain words like grooming and stuff like that. They're just using these words that is foreign to us. And I hate to say where we come from or how we grew up, and not making an excuse, but you are a product of your environment, meaning that when it comes to teenage boys or whatever, we encourage them to, yo, get that girl or do that. We had those conversations. It's been like that since the older niggas around me did it with me. I did it with my son. You know what I mean? Not saying that it's right. It is wrong. Now
If you acknowledge it as wrong, then what are you saying?
I'm acknowledging that it's wrong, but I'm saying that it's not foreign. That behavior. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's not new. You know what I mean? Like, if of course,
Great.
that's what I'm saying. I think it's wrong.
So we're
100%.
in a place today where that behavior is being checked and people are being educated on things.
And I agree.
I
And then
think
there's
But you have to learn
consequences.
it. There
I think
are
that's a great
consequences.
thing.
Yeah, and you have to learn in real time. See, everybody act like they smart and they fucking overnight they learn how to abide by society rules and shit like that and what's right and wrong. You have to learn in real time when you're taught something, especially from the Caribbean. Like, these things are like, you have to acknowledge the source of things. They just want to point and laugh and blame. And I'm not saying anything with Ack. I'm not even co-signing him.
Ack was wrong.
He's cool. He was 100% wrong.
Dead wrong.
100% wrong. Period. Point blank. Especially if the young man is saying what he's saying. I've seen things like that. That's what I'm saying. I've seen
And
it.
it's cool to be wrong and then go sit with it by yourself.
Yeah, don't be wrong and strong. That's what.
Or if you want to be wrong and strong, you don't have to put a camera on.
Got it.
You don't have to live stream you in your learning process.
Got it. Yeah.
You don't. You could take that. You could take that privately.
But
Deal with that.
You know what happens there though? You kind of become a victim of your brand. Like, that's his brand of
To be-
cutting my camera on and giving y'all whatever I think about everything right now.
His brand is not speaking to 15-year-old boys like that.
No.
No,
Correct.
but-
I'm not. I'm talking about. You said you don't have to learn in real time with the camera on. I think that's part of his brand, though. Whatever I'm experiencing or whatever I'm talking about,
that's what I'm saying.
I have to cut the camera on. Like, again, this is a different generation. They don't know how to turn the cameras off.
Unlearn it.
And you learn in real
Unlearn
time.
it. I'm not here to fucking preach.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to preach to nobody. It's difficult to unlearn things.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
So if that is a habit and a tendency where, hey, I'm living my life in front of the camera, so they're just going to see it. I invented that, actually. And where some of us come from, to me, is not an excuse to groom. Like to say, I don't really know what that is. Okay, I understand that and I receive that. I ain't going to pretend like I really knew all the ins and outs about what grooming is either. But I also identified that there's plenty of grown men running around here not knowing that they were abused.
Exactly.
Not knowing that they were molested.
Mm-hmm.
That's the
not
bigger
knowing
problem,
that they were targeted by the, I don't want to trigger nobody, but yeah. So if we're not going to know what those things are, I wouldn't expect people to know what grooming are. And yes, if now's the time to have that conversation so everybody could sit and learn together, the people that need it.
Correct.
Then I clap for that.
I'm with you.
Word. True.
Yeah, round of applause.
And you know, the people that when you give pushback, they're gonna say, "Oh, you co-sign or you making excuses for act." No, I'm not. I want to be extremely clear when I say, listening to it, understanding it, he was wrong, and he acknowledged that. I'm foreign when it comes to other about the joke around, but it's not foreign when you're like, "Yo, get that girl," or "Hey, yo, you having those conversations."
That's misguided because teenage boys are not a monolith.
Hey, what's up, y'all? I want to thank y'all so much for tapping into my channel. I appreciate y'all so much. And the clip I do show y'all, that was Joe Budden and the Joe Budden Podcast. And they were speaking about DD Akademiks, especially Joe Budden and Queen's Flip. So they were speaking about DJ Akademiks because DD Akademiks, it is something really, really bad a couple of days ago. A couple of days ago. He was basically speaking to, should I say, a young man. I don't want to say the word on YouTube, but a young man. And he said some, inappropriate words to him. He said some really strange things to this guy. And, before I started listening to this audio, I thought to myself that it's not going to be that bad. But when I listened to it, it was crazy. It was crazy. It was highly disturbing, highly concerning, and I don't know. I don't understand why Ak would even speak to a young man like that. And it was also zesty, to say at least. It was violent, disgusting. And after this conversation between DD Akademiks and this young man, that clip went viral, and a lot of celebrities were reacting to this. For example, Charlemagne the God and Didi Ambi from the Breakfast Club, and also Meek Mills, especially Meek Mill because he was going in on the Akademiks, and he said some really, really funny things. He said that Akademiks is extremist, and he tried his best to actually cancel DJ Akademiks. And now in the clip I will show y'all, we heard Queen's Flip and Joe Budden discussing Akademiks' behavior. And I know that Joe Budden is actually friends with Akademiks, so I didn't want to go in too much on, the specifics about exactly, why this is highly disturbing and, things like that. But at least he checked the Akademiks, so that's good. So let me know what you think about this. Make sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next videos.